possibly the best 3&D target on the entire trade market if he would be available. And despite them signing him to a new contract, signing him to a 4-year contract that's very undervalued in my opinion, I think they might be willing to trade him for the right price. The problem is getting to that price. You know, for a trade example, it definitely would take a first-round draft pick at least. The Lakers only have one tradable first-round draft pick, again being in 2031, so maybe offering that completely unprotected, maybe 2 future first-round draft pick swaps with it, and a young player like Dalton Knecht who still definitely does have potential, maybe on the right team and in a different situation that potential could be unlocked. Then some salary filler like Gabe Vincent or Maxi Kleber. Maybe they think about it and maybe they accept this trade for Herb Jones. In my opinion, this would probably be the best trade they could currently make, a trade that could benefit both their short-term and long-term future all in one, a guy that could address 2 or possibly all 3 or maybe more of their needs if you think they have more, a very good 3-point shooter, currently shooting 44% from the 3-point line on 4.4 attempts per game, also a pretty good rim penetration guy, obviously not to a LeBron level but is an athletic player, and that does translate to defense too. Herb Jones being one of, if not a top 3 defender and wing defender in the entire NBA, is a former first-team All-Defender back in 2024, currently averaging over 10 points per game to go with it, on the very efficient 3-point shooting like I said, averaging 1.4 steals per game in roughly 30 minutes per game. You know, no matter what way you look at it, I think he'd be a great fit for their team. Is only 27 years old, 6'8", can defend 1 through 4 on the court, great 3-point shooter, great off-ball player, athletic player. So it really all comes down to the price for him and if the Pelicans would trade him, which is kind of up in the air at this point. Again, I think the only untradeable player quote-unquote on their team likely will be Trey Murphy, even if that, but think Herb Jones wouldn't be far off that point. Definitely would take a hefty price to get him, definitely would take at least 1 first-round draft pick, likely the equivalent to another first-round draft pick, and possibly a bit more to get him. So if you think that'll be worth it, then maybe try and trade for him and maybe push for that trade. But I think if they even would trade him, it would likely come all the way down to the trade deadline, so they can have a bidding war for him. But with all of that being said, that's what I'd be looking at here if I'm the Lakers. Targeting legitimate 2-way talent, guys that can be good athletic switchable defenders, good 3-point shooters, even can fit their long-term timeline and simply would be addressing their team and their biggest needs on the team. That's what I'd be looking at here. Again, examples like Keon Ellis, Ochai Agbaji, all the way down to a bigger trade target like Herb Jones. That's the kind of player I'd be looking for and maybe thinking about making a trade for right now. But with that in mind, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? What other needs would you maybe point to on their team, and maybe what trade targets would you point to as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one, and if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching, and have a great day or night